Hello, it's Thursday, October 29th, and I'm Dan McKee, President and CEO of Grace Inspired Ministries, and I would like to provide a COVID-19 related update today. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for your help and support in keeping our community safe. We will continue to consult with our medical directors, our Residents Council and Residents Association, our department heads, line staff, Grandview Hospital, and the Bucks County Department of Health, as we continue to evaluate the activities and services that we can safely provide for our residents. As we enter a time of increased cases statewide, I will remind you that any new onset COVID-19 case detected on either campus will trigger a 14-day restriction in visitation and certain resident activities. These temporary restrictions would remain in place until the campus was free of new onset cases for a 14-day period. The temporary restrictions may be limited to a specific level of care like skilled nursing or personal care, and they would be implemented with little advance notification to families. We appreciate your patience and will keep you notified of any changes. Our facility websites are the best way to keep informed on any COVID-related changes in visitation or resident services. In reviewing recent changes, I will start by reporting that we have had one new employee case on the Telford campus since our last update. The employee had no close contact with our residents, and additional departmental testing has been completed in the employee's designated area. There have been no new onset cases at the Rockhill campus since our last update. Testing results are posted on our websites. Skilled nursing visitation has resumed. We will encourage outside visitation when possible and provide a space inside the building when weather conditions dictate. In keeping with visitation guidance provided by Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services, visits should be scheduled in advance in order to make sure that there aren't too many visitors on our campus at one time. It is still important that all visitors report to the main entrance and go through screening on each campus. That would be 12 Lutheran Home Drive for the Telford campus and 3250 State Road for the Rockhill campus. Visitors will be required to wear a mask and maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet during all visits. Visits are limited in duration in order to make sure that all residents are afforded the opportunity to have visitors. Details on our skilled nursing and personal care reopening plans, including visitation policies, can be found on our websites. As a reminder to our residential visitors, after screening, you can proceed to the resident's apartment building where the resident will meet you. Please limit your time in the common areas in the buildings. We continue to do monthly testing for our healthcare workers on both campuses. We're following the latest guidance from CMS regarding testing for both skilled nursing and personal care. This guidance requires that we test all skilled nursing and personal care staff members and residents if there is an outbreak. And an outbreak is defined as any new onset COVID-19 infection in any healthcare worker or resident. While we continue to be required to test any resident or staff members who present signs or symptoms of COVID-19, this rule requires ongoing testing as follows. We must test all staff members who work in the health center monthly while the county positivity rate remains under 5%. We would need to test weekly if the positivity rate was greater than 5% but less than 10%. And we would need to test 2 times per week if the positivity rate exceeds 10%. The positivity percentage is calculated by dividing the number of positive tests by the total number of tests in any given week. For the week ended October 22nd, the positivity rate for Bucks County was 3.3%. Montgomery County was 2.9%, Philadelphia was 6.1%, and Delaware County was 4.9% for the same period. Plans are in place to test staff weekly if the positivity rate for Bucks County exceeds 4.9%. In addition to tests submitted to our local labs, we're equipped with an antigen rapid test machine and adequate supplies for these machines. Based on Department of Health guidance, we will prioritize the use of these machines for symptomatic residents and staff or for use in outbreak testing. Since these machines are less accurate than the PCR lab test that we currently are running, any rapid test result would be confirmed with a PCR lab test. While the positivity rate remains below 5%, more concerning is the fact that the county reported on Monday that the most recent 7-day period saw a 45% increase in new infections for Bucks County. It appears that the county, while lagging behind the state, is following the overall statewide trend of significant increases in new infections. Please continue to monitor the list of quarantine states for PA residents who are traveling. There are currently 25 states in which the PA Department of Health recommends a 14-day quarantine for any resident that visits the state on this list. This list can be found at the website www.health.pa.gov. As we prepare for increasing numbers of COVID-19 cases in the days to come, I would ask that you please be cautious when possible and avoid indoor gatherings outside of your household members. This would include extended family gatherings. And please continue to avoid the spread of the virus by wearing a mask, avoiding crowds and group gatherings, social distancing at least 6 feet and limit your social circle. Choose outdoor versus indoor for meetings and dining when possible, and wash and sanitize your hands often. In closing, please continue to monitor yourself for any symptoms of the virus and alert your primary care physician if you feel ill or start to develop symptoms of the virus. And continue to check our website for the latest COVID-19 related information. Thank you and stay well.